So why does it always seem that straight shaft string trimmers cost more than curved shaft string trimmers? Here we have Echo's GT225 on the left, which is their curved shaft entry-level trimmer. The SRM 225 on the right, their entry-level straight shaft trimmer. The straight shaft trimmer is $30 more expensive here. This isn't limited to just one brand. Here's a side-by-side comparison of two still units. Both of these are comparable models aside from the fact that one's curved shaft at 200 and one is straight shaft at 220. This trend is also evident when we look at attachment systems. Here you can see stacked on one another on the top a curved shaft steel trimmer head that would attach to a combi unit, and right underneath it a straight shaft trimmer head that would attach to a combi unit. And when we zoom in on the prices, we see one is $65 and one is $95. So between $20 and $30 more expensive for straight shaft trimmers than curved shaft trimmers. Why is that? Well, the answer is it's all in the gearbox, and we're going to take a look at why. So here we have Echo's curved shaft trimmer gear case. So just take a second and look at it. You don't have to memorize anything, but just get a feel for it. And then let's look at the straight shaft gear case. Instantly we see it's much more complex, and this is the reason why straight shaft trimmers are more expensive. It all comes down to the gearbox. When we look at our curved shaft trimmer head, let's imagine that those blue-purple lines are the shaft of the trimmer, as you would see from the outside. So it's what connects the engine to the handle to the throttle assembly all the way down to the trimmer head. The red line inside of that is going to be the drive cable or the drive shaft, and you can see that it navigates the change in direction by this gentle curve of the shaft, and then it plugs right into the top of part number 9, which then attaches to the string trimmer head. Very simple. When we look at our straight shaft trimmer, we see something very much different. We have 45 degrees worth of difference to make up in one transition. We don't have 1 or 2 feet of a curved shaft to make our gentle turn. What we have to do is 45 degrees all at once. So again, our blue-purple lines, let's imagine that is the exterior shaft that you would see that again connects the motor to the handle, to the throttle assembly, all the way down to the trimmer head. And what you'll see is that there's about 45 degrees of difference, give or take, that need to be made up for the transition between the trimmer head and the drive cable or the drive shaft. The way that it makes those transitions is with gears. So let's take a look at these 3 highlighted parts. You can see that these geared pieces with teeths, these geared pieces have teeth on them. Those are going to be much more complicated, much more expensive to make when we compare it with the curved shaft, which we see here has no gears. We already talked about it, but the drive cable that runs from the engine just fits right into that square hole right on top of part number 9. There's no gears involved here. The threading at the bottom of part number 9 screws right into the trimmer head, so there really isn't any disconnect between the drive cable or the drive shaft and the trimmer head. It just connects. Part number 14 is going to be the closest to that part number 9 that we just looked at. So part number 14 on the straight trimmer, take a look at all those teeth. Look at how complicated, look at how many steps there are in that. Again, much more expensive to make. What about bearings? Here in the straight shaft trimmer head, we see 4 bearings necessary to complete this transition, where the curved shaft trimmer is only going to have 2 bearings. So half as many bearings. And then the housing itself. Take a look at how simplistic the curved gear case housing is. It's just cylindrical. That's pretty much all there is to it. Compared to the straight shaft trimmer, we see a lot more material. It's going to be heavier. It's going to cost more to make. So just a very quick video to try and help you understand. The next time you wonder, or the next time someone asks, why is a straight shaft trimmer more expensive than a curved shaft trimmer? Well, now you know, and you can simply reply, it's all in the gearbox.